That's down. This right here.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence.
That's why. All right, I was trying to figure out why channel 2 wasn't working. Alrighty, from the VIA 313 booth, high above Dragon Stadium, Bob Slocum here with Hank Oppel again. We get the great one on the mic.
Not so sure about the great one, but I am here.
So we're ready for kickoff. They're going to reset the board at 10 minutes. We do not have a sub-varsity. Oh, that's going to be a onside kick recovered by Round Rock at about the 46-yard line. Trying to get a number. It looks like, was it 31?
I believe so.
I believe that's 31 on the recovery. Luke Meyer.
Manor was just stunned right there. Didn't even know what to do. Didn't even realize the ball was kicked, it looked like.
We've seen that a lot, Hank, the last two nights on the varsity side where we've kicked away from the kickers and had a lot of success. We've recovered a couple of onside kicks and avoided the big return.
Mm-hmm.
Number 9 out of the shotgun. Looks like it's going to be 22 with the run up the middle. He's going to keep driving his legs across the 30 to about the 29. Picks up 6 on the carry. Tyson Cummings on the carry. And Connor McKenzie, the quarterback. Twins to the left. Single back on the right. McKenzie. Looking downfield, going to tuck it and run across. Oh, drops his shoulder. Keeps driving his leg. What a run. That would definitely qualify for an angry run.
Yeah, I mean, you always love it when you see your quarterback go ahead and lower his shoulder within the first drive. Lets the boys know you're here to play. You're not some special little kid out there on the field. You're a football player.
Sounds like you're talking to your brother. Are you sending a subliminal message?
Hey, man, I mean, I would love for him to just drop one and try and run somebody over, but that's just not Jack, so.
That's going to be an offsides. There's a free play. Hit immediately. Handoff went to Cummings. He was hit. The right end had jumped off sides. That'll move it 5 yards. Replay first down. 1st and 5. And they'll move the ball to the 20-yard line. First quarter action brought to you by Dr. Marco Uribe and the Austin Fertility and OBGYN.
Number 31 comes in for number 44, Luke Meyer, linebacker tight end.
Meyer with the recovery on the onside kick to start the game. 1st and 5 from the 20. Pulls it back, puts it up in the air, just out of the reach. It was Luke Meyer, the intended receiver.
He had him open in the middle of the field, just threw it right. It looked like he got some pressure in his face. He just threw it over. Almost went up and got it with one hand, though. Great athleticism by Luke Meyer. Just couldn't get enough.
McKenzie had two men, defenders, in his face. Cummings set off on his right. And handoff. Cummings is going to drive his way for a first down. Picks up 7 on the carry. The right end, number 11 for Manor, was unblocked. Was in his face. And Cummingham's great effort.
Not many times do you see young running backs like that be able to take contact so early and keep their feet rolling. That's just a good job right there by Cummings.
And Dragons are really setting up a great screen right here. With number 11, the way he's been coming in untouched, you drop somebody in behind him, they'll be wide open. Handoff goes Cummings again. Off the right end. Keeps his feet, spins out for another 2 yards. It'll be a pickup of 5. That's
Be 2nd and 4 for the Dragons.
Hank, what are you seeing from Manor? What are we doing? What are they doing defensively? Anything that stands out?
They look very similar to McNeil in the way that they're running that 3 down, but they're always sending a backer. Or it looks like they have a 3-3 stack, but they're moving their linebackers around a lot. And sometimes that left edge who's been coming off too early, he'll just come out and play set up like a 9 or a 7.
Which is like a safety corner?
A 9, so that's number 9, keeper.
Oh, he's going to McKenzie in for the Dragon touchdown. So what's a 9?
So 9 is a technique that the defensive line will play. So a 9 is usually the widest you'll see your DNs out. That's like usually when you're going for a pass rush. That's what you see all those big dogs playing. Myles Garrett plays a 9. Then you go down to a 7, and that's a little bit tighter in. That's usually when you're trying to stop the run a little bit. But it's all numbers. So like when you're playing, like let's say they're playing a 0, that's when your nose tackle is shaded up, straight up on the center. So then you just go out by numbers, by odd number. Ooh, they got through on that kick pretty easily. Up and through the uprights. Makes it 7-0 Dragons.
And we'll be back.
From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence.
From the VIA 313 booth, Bob Slocum, Hank Oppel, bringing you a little Round Rock Dragon freshman Maroon. Nice precursor for tomorrow night. Join us tomorrow morning, 7:30 to 8:30 in the morning. Coffee with coaches. We'll have live interviews with Dylan Yeager and Cooper Martinez, 2 up-and-coming juniors on the Dragons. We'll have the softball and basketball coaches in as well. And then tomorrow, 4:30 to 6:30 in the parking lot for the tailgate party. Kick is on the way. It's going to short bounce at the 25. Dances his way out.
Dragged down by number 5 for the Dragons. Knox Kapersky. Excuse us if we got that name pronunciation wrong. We're still working on it.
Now Kapersky looks like that's right. That's how I'd say it.
So there's a C right before that P.
Kapersky. C maybe as the K. All right, we do not have rosters. The coach was great. Sent me the roster for the Friday night game. We don't have sub-varsity. Handoff, swing pass out to number 11. Breaks one tackle. Breaks through three others before finally being driven down at about the 49-yard line, just shy of the 50. Picks up 4 on the play. That's bring up a 2nd and 6.
It's a good play by number 7, getting the initial read. Just couldn't come down with a tackle. Good thing that all the Dragons were there. They swarmed on top of him.
Nine in motion. Handoff goes to 14, up the middle, bounces off the first tackle, and it's 32. Michael Corbin in with the tackle. That's going to be a 2-yard loss, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8. Looked like a missed blocking assignment on that play.
And it looks like his guard got pushed back, and he ran right into his own guard, and it just gave enough time for 32 to go in there and make the play.
One to watch is number 11 on the bottom of the screen. Pass high to number 9. That was a dangerous pass. A lot of discipline by number 1, Ryan Gingrich. Had a chance in the old days, would have laid him out.
So that's what we call a hospital pass right there. Good job by him for laying off, though, because if he would have hit him, it probably would have been some sort of personal foul or something.
Hitting a defenseless receiver now.
It's not the football I grew up with.
Me neither. The old Atwater.
Good Lord.
Darren Woodson.
Ronnie Lott
would have taken your head off.
So he took his own finger off to stay in the game.
Playing the Super Bowl. True story. Punts away, and it's going to be fielded at the 40 by number 1, Gingrich. Tries to kick out of one tackle, but he's taken down at the 45, long side of the 50. And when we come back, it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Dragons.
Hey, Dragon Nation, Coach Moore here. Just wanted to extend an invitation to our first alumni golf tournament here at Patriot Ranch in Round Rock, Texas. The golf tournament will be on October 18th. If you would, register on roundrockfootball.com. Remember, Dragon, always a Dragon.
And here we go. 1st and 10 for the Dragons on their own 45-yard line. Out of the pistol.
They're going deep.
Play
to
action.
14.
Just out of the reach of number 14, Aiden
I think it's Allers.
Aiden Allers, the intended receiver.
It's a good read by the quarterback there. He was wide open, just sailed a little too far. I think he got a little too excited.
Kenzie still on the quarterback. Handoff goes. Got some lead blockers. And chopped down by number 14 after a 4-yard gain. Tyson Cummings.
Be 3rd and 6 for the Dragons.
Out of the shotgun. Rolls to his left. Looking downfield under pressure. They're going to wrap him up, and he's going to go down on a sack.
That will make it 4th and 11 for the Dragons as they send out their punt team.
No surprise there. Number 11 with the sack. I believe 50. I thought it was 54. I think it's 59 was in there. The Dragons will send out their punt team. And it's number 1 with the punt, and it's a beautiful one. Going to be fielded. Oh, you had a false start. Ryan Gingrich, the punter. Number 1 with the punt.
Move the Dragons back 5 yards.
4th down. They may not want to punt it at this guy. Oh, that's a nice squib kick. It's going to bounce at the 45 through the 30 down to the 25. A much better location. And finally going to be down by number 84 for the Dragons. Cameron McCroy. .143 on the clock. Dragons leading this one 7-0. Trying to get a look at the officials, see if I know any of them. All out of the Austin chapter. Really going to spread out trips to the right.
Going to drop back.
Takes it up the middle. He's going to juke a couple of guys before getting wrapped up, but not before gaining about 6 on the carry. That's going to bring up a very manageable 4th and 4.
Should be 2nd and 4.
I thought so.
Oh, they're messed up over there on their.
Yeah, 2nd and 4.
I couldn't decide whether or not that was like a quarterback draw or what that was, because it looked like that was what the line was doing, but didn't look like quarterback thought it was that.
Handoff goes 11. Counters it back. Oh, and he's hit immediately. Great takedown.
Number 1 and 31. Ryan Greenwich and Luke Meyer.
Ryan Gingrich has been everywhere tonight. Hank, that's what we say, having himself a game.
Having himself a game.
So again, join us tomorrow morning, 7:30 to 8:30, Lamppost Coffee for Coffee with Coaches. And then tomorrow, Booster Club. Join James Gumbert and the rest of the Booster Club for the tailgate party. 25, back to pass, rolling to his right. 51 giving chase, airs it out, and what a catch. What a catch. Number 11 climbs the ladder, makes the grab at the 49.
There is a flag on the field, in the backfield. Looks like they're going to go ahead and call holding on. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and call a holding on Manor. It did look like, I believe it was number 51. No.
Well, 51 was giving chase. He was in pursuit.
I think he was the one that got held.
Cannon Riley.
Yeah.
Cannon Riley with the pressure. 25 with a great throw. I mean, number 11's a dude, right? He's just a dude. He's going to make these plays. He made them on the defense.
He just went up and got it. Good job by him. Just got called back. It's part of the game.
We talked about it the first 2 weeks at varsity, right? With the, especially the Temple game where we had the 5 jump balls where really the guy bossed us, right? With that guy, with his size, I would do go routes, throw it up to him.
And let him go make a play.
And let him jump up. All the rules are stacked against the defense. It makes it harder. Defense can't sneeze at them. 11 in motion, play action, and it's a screen pass, comes back to, I believe, 14.
But sniffed out by number 33 of the first contact and tackled by number 19, A.J. Flores. I believe that's his number. Yes, it is. Has him listed as a DB, but thought I saw him playing end earlier, so looks like the Dragons are going to go ahead and take the quarter here, and we'll be back with the second quarter soon.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back.
We're back here as the second quarter starts for the Dragons. Dragons up 7-0 going into the second. Has Manor gotten past the 50-yard line yet?
No, they haven't.
So this Dragon defense is doing a good job holding them. While it is still early, we'll see how they play throughout the game, throughout this second quarter, and see how that fatigue hits. But as of right now, they're playing really well.
What is it that you're seeing Friday night? What is the differences that you're seeing? Because we're back-to-back dominant performance, right? Really offense, defense, and special teams. But what are you seeing defensively?
Just I feel like we're finally helping out our D line. We're finally covering right. There's none of these busts anymore. We look more simpler, especially coverage wise. And so we look like we know what we're doing, and it's helping us out a lot. We're not singling players out. We're not letting the other team single players out anymore. Ooh, takes a very friendly Dragon bounce. Looks like that punt's going to go a full 9 yards. But no, this Dragon defense is greatly improved, and I expect nothing else from Coach Moore and Coach Reisner. That's through the weeks you're supposed to get better and better, and they've done that. So
sorry, we're playing around with some of the technology up here in the booth tonight, trying to add a ticker for tomorrow night's game. McKenzie, handoff goes Cummings, and he's going to barrel his way ahead for 2. Really had nowhere to go, really created all of that yardage himself.
Altermeyer comes out for number 2, Joel Ontiveros.
That's a big name around this campus.
It is.
Ontiveros was one of the best baseball players to ever come through the Round Rock Dragons rock hardball program. Would later go on to play at Texas. And it's Cummings. He's going to drop his shoulder and get just enough. Picked up 9 on the carry, and that's enough for another Dragons first down. They're going to give him a quick breather. As number 2, number 2's been in the game. I apologize. It's number 3, Landon Cayley, enters the game at running back on the right side of McKenzie. And he gets hit.
Blow this whistle dead. False start on the Dragons. Seen that a lot this lately. I went to the A&M game this weekend, and they were flag happy over there, man. It's just, we have a good play. Oh, throw a flag. Oh, we scored a touchdown. There's a flag. Don't worry.
We saw this on a Monday night at the Walsh Middle School game, 7th grade game. And Walsh was trouncing the other team. Number 3 with the carry. And he's hit at I believe it was at the 26-yard line, but fights his way ahead to the 23-yard line, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. Landon Cayley on the carry. But anyway, Hank, and I have a son on the Walsh 7th grade team. So, I'm saying this, the other team is getting just crushed. And they throw a nice big pass, and they throw a illegal formation. And I'm like, come on, man. It's 7th grade. Bury that flag. Seriously. It's 7th grade. It's number 14. Great pass from McKenzie.
Stays on his feet, and that's a touchdown for the Dragons.
And he's going to fight his way in for the touchdown.
I'd be careful about spiking that ball over there.
Number 14 with the catch, Aiden Allers. Actually, their ref's going to make him come back. They're going to speak to him. They're going to make him take the football and hand it to the ref. That I like right there. Okay, like you just said, Hank, that easily would have been a 15-yard penalty. But I'll tell you right now, and now he's greeted by Coach Tenney sitting there talking to him right next to Coach Moore. Now Coach Moore, right, in the vicinity. With that being said, he's never going to do that again.
No, that was always a big thing playing here was you act like you've been there before.
The old Barry Sanders.
You hand the football off. be classy. That's Coach Moore says it a lot. And when I was playing quarterback for Coach Tinney at this level, it was you score, you make a good play, you hand the ball to the referee. Act like you've been there before.
That'll make it 14-0.
It looks like there's a flag on Manor. It looks like they're going to go ahead and go for 2 here. Yep.
So 13-0 right now. Let's see if we get the extra point.
The way this Dragon offense has been running the football, I wouldn't expect them anything else than just hand it off. They're going Wildcat back there. Luke Altermeyer behind the
snap. He's going to keep it. He's got some lead blockers. Oh, he's hitting the backfield. 22 with a big open field tackle. 23 for Manor with the open field tackle at the 2-yard line.
That'll make it 13-0 Dragons with 7:38 left in the second quarter.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
Alrighty, we're back here from the Via 313 booth, high above Dragon Stadium. 7:38 to play in the second quarter.
Second quarter, yeah.
Sorry, scoreboard says third, and I know I didn't change mine. So this is why I need my wife in the booth with me to yell at me what quarter we're in. And it's an onside kick.
Oh, no.
He scoops it up and takes it the other way. To the 20, to the 10. Touchdown, Manor. Onside kick.
There is going to be a flag on the play. Don't know for what I don't think it will call this back. There's 2 of them on the play.
Number 10 scooped up. Really, once he broke through the line, had one guy to beat, and he was off to the races.
That is a nightmare scenario for that kind of play. I don't even know really how to say that. It's a nightmare scenario. Block in the back.
That'll bring it back.
Wow. All the Manor receiving people had to do was just
let him go.
Let him run. Don't touch anybody. Let him run. At that point, walk off the field. That's a Peter. Walk off the field.
Yeah, it was 10, 15 yards ahead of the closest Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Once he broke through that line, he was off to the races.
Well, because all the Dragons were running the other way, and then they realized that, we don't have the football. That's the thing right here. You play risky hands, you might get bit, and it backfired on the Dragons there. But I got faith in this Dragon defense to get the stop here.
1st and 10 for Manor from the 25-yard line.
Very good field position to start out in.
Handoff goes to 11, jukes the first guy, drops his shoulder, and fights his way up to the 20. It's going to be gain of 5, 2nd and 5 from the 20.
Had first contact in the backfield, just couldn't bring him down. Good job by the linebackers to go ahead and fill in and make that tackle. I believe it was number 32. Yeah, Michael Corbin, 32.
$14 in the backfield. Pass all the way.
Swing pass.
Just out of the reach of number 9.
I mean, probably a good thing he didn't catch it. Number 2, Joel Ontiveros looked like he was going to be right there when he was going to catch the football. Number 17 in for Gingrich.
That's one we got to get in for Ontiveros. Is it Joel or Joel? Now, my dad's name is Noel, Noel, and he goes, it's Noel, but the Noel is the other pronunciation. Doesn't matter. He's an Tavares, which means he's an athlete. 25, handoff goes to 14 with a lead blocker. Oh, and he was knocked
Yeah, he
down.
was smacked.
I believe it was 61.
It's a good defensive stand right there for the Dragons to make it 4th down and short for these Manor Mustangs.
From the 17-yard line, need to get to the 15 for the first down. That'll be a 4th and 2. They're going to go for it. And I would all-heartedly expect number 11 to get this carry. See if he can get the right edge.
And they're
They're
going to
going to put it up. That's picked off, and then they go the other way. And there he goes. Tavares to the 40, to the 50. One man to beat, to the 30, and they're not going to catch him. To the 10, touchdown Dragons. Wow. You saw that coming all the way up here.
Wow, what a great defensive stand right there to get the turnover. Just underthrew that ball. The DBs were doing the right thing. Safety kept his eyes in the right place, picked it off, and took it to the crib.
And really, Tavares hit the afterburners. It looked like he was going to get caught there. And the Manor Mustang had the angle on him, and he just put the burners on. I believe it was 14, believe it was 14. But I will tell you, I'm watching, there's a 20-second delay on YouTube, so I'm watching it over here on YouTube. And I'll give some kudos to Manor. Several of them, I see 14 in there, but I see about 4 or 5 others that ran it down, didn't give it up. And again, we knew by the 40-yard line, 50-yard line,
he was gone.
We knew he was gone. He had the one man to beat. One guy had the angle, but Tavares hits the afterburner.
And they will send out the kick team.
Zayden Ahmed, number 12, out to kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. That'll make it 20-0. Round Rock Dragons on a pick 6 from Tavares. I believe he was on the goal line. That's going to be a 99 or 100-yard return on the pick 6, and we'll be back.
Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all, with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
And we're back. Thanks to Ostex Moving, official sponsor, Game Time Broadcasting, your proud sponsor of Round Rock Dragons football.
Dragons set here to kick off to the Manor Mustangs. 20 to be 20-0. Dragons with 5:55 left in the half.
Thank you for joining us tonight. Only one game tonight as the freshman Maroon square off against Manor, leading this one 20-0.
I say it looks like they were subbing somebody in on the field. Not quite ready.
And they're going to, the official on the side, who's the ref, he blew it dead. You get a chance to set your team when you have a last-minute substitution. That's really to play an advantage for a round. And that's a beautiful kick. Bounces off the hands. That's a live football. Picked up at the 3-yard line, looking for the middle of the field. Number 3 closes it and closes it quickly. Landon Cayley with the tackle at about, looks like they're going to mark it about the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Manor when we come back.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces. They turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today.
And we're back here. Hand off for his reverse.
Reverse to number 9.
He's got some distance and a blocker across the 30. He's going to, so he made the mistake. Steps out of bounds at the 35. Number 9, great run on the play. I didn't get the exact yardage. I want to say they were on the...
They were on the 13, I think, and they made it all the way to the 30-yard line.
35 they're going to mark
35.
it on. So 22 yards on the carry. 22 yards.
I mean, right now, they just need to gain any momentum they can. This Dragon defense has kept them to 0. Only time they've been past the 50-yard line when they were placed there on that kickoff.
Quick pass out to 23. Jukes 2. Turns and then stops. One of the things I'm seeing here, Hank, is like on that last play where I said he made a mistake, he had one blocker. That's one cut it back to the inside and keep going. Drop a shoulder. You know, he tried to dance, and about 7 Dragons now caught up to him.
Yeah.
But we've got 5 minutes left. Clock is running in the second quarter. Dragons leading this one 20-0. 14 in the backfield. It's a pass all the way. Ball is up to 23, and that's going to be about 3 yards too long. Number 6 for the Dragons. Oh, I know him. Crew Lombardo on the coverage. Lombardo, a name you'll definitely be hearing out on the baseball fields this spring.
This Manor team is not afraid to really throw it up there on second downs, wherever the ball is at. I mean, they feel like they have the athletes to go up and get the ball, and they're going to keep doing it. Number 11 in the backfield for Manor, accompanied with, can't quite see his number.
11 in motion, it's 14. Ball is up in the air, and that is about 8 yards overthrown. Intended receiver on a deep slant, number 9.
Manor's been trying to go back to that well multiple times. Just quarterback and receiver seem to just be off on the timing just a little bit. Just to no success. He was open that time and the previous one, just a little bit off.
I mean, every level of football, it's accuracy. It's accuracy. It's why people like Cam Newton, washed out of Carolina.
Well, then you got guys that prided themselves on accuracy, like
Quick punt. And that ball, they're going to yell, "Get away!" And that's going to take a friendly bounce back. It's going to be down at the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons when we come back.
Hey, Dragon Nation, Coach Moore here. Just wanted to extend an invitation to our first alumni golf tournament here at Patriot Ranch in Round Rock, Texas. The golf tournament will be on October 18th. If you would, register on roundrockfootball.com. Remember, this is the Dragon, always the Dragon.
High above Dragons Stadium, it's Game Time Broadcasting. Bob Slocum with Hank Oppel on the call tonight. It's another warm one, still 94 degrees as the sun is setting here in Round Rock, Texas.
Back to that conversation about accuracy. I mean, talking about Cam Newton, but then you got those guys like Drew Brees who weren't very big stature-wise. He's a Westlake product, an Austin product, but probably, if not the most accurate quarterback to have ever played in the National Football League. And, I mean, he's a Super Bowl champ, MVP. Number 2, Joel Ontiveros.
With a few lead blockers, finally taken down from behind. It's going to be number 15 for Manor on the tackle, but not before a 16-yard carry by Joel Ontiveros. Yeah, I mean, definitely. You look at the accuracy, look at the great ones, right? I think you look at Tom Brady, it was preparation, accuracy. Peyton Manning, intelligence, right? He was an offensive coordinator, called every play and every football player on that offensive line, who to block, what to do. But all the great, Joe Montana, Steve Young, they all had accuracy. Handoff, Cummings up the middle. He's going to be taken down by number 24.
I think that style of throwing and accuracy comes from Dan Marino, though. I
Oh,
think
absolutely. He's probably one of the
I'm going to
most.
say he's the godfather of how we throw the football nowadays. Up and out, up and out.
Yep.
And so I think that's just the template everyone follows now. And he was so accurate and such a young part of the game at that time, and he really exceeded at it.
McKenzie out of the shotgun, pistol formation. Cummings, the running back. And here's another reverse. This one around the left end with a blocker, one man to beat. He's going to be driven out of bounds. It's number 7 on the carry, Rico Segovia. Picks up 9 on the carry. That's going to bring up a very manageable 3rd and 1. Now, Hank, I mean, to me, accuracy, I mean, that's where the Shedeur Sanders conversation comes up real interesting because he's an incredibly accurate quarterback. The problem is he can't get out of his own way.
So not on the big Shedeur Sanders. I think he threw a bunch of swing routes, and that's why he looks so accurate.
Good, valid point.
And that one's fumbled. Number 22 picks it up.
And he's going to juke right, juke left, dance his way for 4 and enough for another Dragon first down. I think that's about to become an Airco first down.
Oh,
Airco
nice.
joining the sponsorships.
Replay machine?
The replay machine is Vista Wealth Equity.
Oh,
Partners.
nice. Oh, yeah. There's an equity in the name. We're getting good stuff.
So, yes, thanks to, organized James Gumbert
Nice.
of the Booster Club, definitely helped. He's helped us with all the technology. He's helped really bring this to life. And rolling out to his right, McKenzie, under pressure, going to tuck it and run, drop his shoulder.
Going to get right back to the line to gain, it looks like.
And it looks like it was number 10 on the tackle for Manor. But, yeah, I mean, James Gumbert, I don't think the man does anything small, right? You look at the tailgate party, he's got Toyota in there. He's got several Whataburger, several other people sponsored. We got free food. I think it's brisket tomorrow, chopped brisket tomorrow night. I mean, we've had burgers, pulled
mac
pork.
and cheese. That mac and cheese was so good a few weeks ago.
Oh, that was. So every home game, tailgate party, 4:30 to 6:30. And in the morning, we have actually coffee with coaches at Lamppost Coffee. McKenzie out of the shotgun. Calling an audible, 124 and running on the clock. Handoff. Oh, it's a pass, play action, and it is on the money. He absolutely threaded.
Caught by Allers once again. He's having himself a really good game catching the football. He got missed on an earlier opportunity, but he's making up for it now.
And we were just talking about this, right? The accuracy.
Well, accuracy is a big thing, but it's also making the right reads and throwing the ball where it needs to be thrown because you can be super accurate, but if you don't know when to throw the ball or where to throw the ball, it doesn't really matter, And he's doing a great job back there.
Yep.
So McKenzie, yeah. And you see that at all levels, Dragon football. I mean, Dove Stickler came in last week, the backup. 350-something yards passing. I mean,
I believe he was 12 for 14 at the half.
I mean, it's just, you have to be accurate to do that kind of thing. And obviously having the good receivers we have on varsity helps you out. But, I mean,
this is only the second game that I've done for the freshman Maroon. And, I'm seeing such a consistency here between, here, McKenzie, and really across the board, right? We have Drees. I'm talking freshman Gray, freshman White, freshman all the way on up, like Charlie McDonald on the JV Maroon. You see Dove stepping in there.
And the handoff.
Cummings, upended. Big open field tackle there. Number 8 takes his legs out. And that's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Picked up looks like about a yard. Maybe 2 on the play. That's going to set him up second and goal from the 7. He's going to keep the ball. Oh, dumps it underneath. And what a play.
There is a flag on the play.
It's 31 with the reception. Luke Meyer.
Legal man downfield, Dragons.
One of those slower developing plays on the play action.
I don't like this rule. I personally don't like this rule at all. I mean, if it's a legal man downfield, of course they're run blocking, they're going to get, but the quarterback's not throwing them the football. We all know this. Like I don't really see the point of this rule, but it's in the game. I mean, you're the referee. What's the point of calling a legal man downfield so they don't go block a defensive back when we're trying to cover? Or is that the...
Yeah.
Might be personally, if I'm a defensive back 12 yards back and I get blocked by a lineman, I just suck. That's my problem. That's not their problem. If I like, especially when you play at the varsity level and you've got 290 pounders coming to block you, who I'm way faster than, and I get blocked by you, we got problems.
Yeah.
We got problems, especially if I see you coming. So don't like the rule. They called it against A&M last week, especially when we scored a touchdown. Didn't make any sense, but it's the game.
Yeah, I mean, same thing with why do you have to have a man on the line of scrimmage, and why do they not always call that? You know what I mean? I was watching NFL Monday night, and I'm like, you got a covered up receiver. They don't call it.
Mm-hmm. Just like it's like they just pull stuff out of their hat sometimes. Like, oh no, now we're gonna call that.
Yeah, I mean, to me, I mean, it's in the rule book. I'm okay calling it. To answer your question, Hank, to me, it's if you're going to call it though, you call it in the first quarter and you call it in the fourth quarter, or you don't call it at all.
Yeah,
like a foul is a foul is a foul. A penalty is a penalty.
So who knows? This might have been the first time we saw this, so maybe they'll keep calling it throughout the night. But
McKenzie out of the shotgun, 32 seconds left. Looking, puts it up. He's hit as he throws it.
Oh.
Great catch. Tavares is fighting his way in. I think he got in.
They're not going to call it a touchdown. They're going to call him down at the 1 yard line.
Okay, you know me, Hank. I'm not critical of the officials.
I am.
I'm going to be real critical on that one. That was lazy. And if an evaluator, we do have evaluators when I officiated in the stands. Okay, your job when you're on the wing. So you have the head linesman on the top of your screen here, and you got a line judge on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
For the bigger games, I was a referee.
Yeah.
For the bigger games, they put me at line judge. So I'd be on the home sideline. My job is to get to the goal line.
Yeah.
The reason when I had the ankle injuries and I couldn't run anymore, that's why I stopped officiating, because I couldn't get there in time. I wouldn't. And to me, if you're going to do the job, you do it right. On that one, neither of those guys, they were 10 yards behind the play. Okay, and I'm telling you, I'll give you a perfect example. We're at Georgetown. And I'm watching the quarterback's eyes, and I'm scanning the defense. I'm on the goal line, and I'm sitting there going, don't throw the ball, because I'm looking at the free safety, the strong safety, just cheating up. Mm-hmm. I'm like, don't throw the ball. As soon as the ball left his hands, dang it, I knew it. I'm going 100 yards the other way. And I was just full sprint to get to that goal line at the same time.
Make sure he doesn't drop it before he gets there.
The reason I say all this, had they been on that goal line, they give him a touchdown.
Yeah, probably a touchdown. It
because
like he got that arm
over.
out.
Looks like the tush push, and Tavares is going to carry it in for the touchdown. You know, I love this. We talk about it. Coach Moore is the first one onto the field with his arms up celebrating. You know, we're talking about these young men, freshmen, and one of the big things Coach Moore I've seen since he's taken over, building kind of the culture of what he wants to build, is look at the number. Coach Tenney's standing there on the sideline, the number of varsity coaches we see at all of these sub-varsity games. And, you know, I can't tip my cap enough. Like 2 weeks ago we were here. Coach Tenney was with a JV team at McNeil. After the game, came over and still came on the sideline for the fourth quarter.
Looks like that one's going to be
wide left.
Good. We'll put the Dragons up 26-0. 9 seconds left in the half.
Moving soon? Let Austex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons.
Zayden Ahmed, the kicker. Number 9, it looks like number 3 back deep for Manor.
And the kick is going to be a pooch.
Oh, and Round Rock gets it. Round Rock recovers it.
Catches it in stride. I don't know if he.
They're going to flag him. They're going to say illegal touching. He touched it 2 yards short. Ball's got to travel 10 yards. He caught it at 8 yards.
Well, if we had that replay machine, we could see if it rebounded off the Manor player first. It did look like it hit the Manor. It looked like it hit the Manor kid's hands, and he came in and got it. But
well, let's see what this. You can't tell from this angle. And tip of the cap to Hank Oppel on the camera and doing color commentary.
Yeah, so if the commentary sucks or the camera work sucks,
stinks.
It's me.
Won't say anything.
So we're down to 5 seconds. All Dragons on this one, 26-0. And you called it earlier, Hank. Defensively, Dragons have done an outstanding job just shutting down this Manor offense. And Manor has athletes. 25 back to pass, looking left, under pressure, and he's going to get drilled in the backfield.
First contact by number 84. Looks like he's going to be brought down by number 32, Michael Corbin. First initial contact was LaCameron McCroy, and that'll bleed the rest of the clock in the first half. We will go into halftime.
Dragon Football appreciates our sponsors: Just Graze, NYSA, Home Solutions, Beth Fitzmaurice with Everett Realty, True Smoke, South State Bank, Q1 Media, Better You, Centro Event Space, Kappa Austin, Santiago Paint and Home Improvements, Bush's Chicken, JT Reisdorf State Farm, and Watkins Insurance. Dragon Football would like to recognize Toyota of Round Rock, a proud partner of the Dragons and a leader in our community. Thanks for standing with our team.
Hey Dragon Nation, Coach Moore here. Just wanted to extend an invitation to our first alumni golf tournament here at Patriot Ranch in Round Rock, Texas. The golf tournament will be on October 18th. If you would, register on roundrockfootball.com. Remember, Dragon, always Dragon.
This fall, as the Round Rock Dragons light up the field,
Dragon Football would like to recognize Toyota of Round Rock, a proud partner of the Dragons and a leader in our community. Thanks for standing with our team. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Lauren Concrete, building. Dragon Football would like to recognize Toyota of Round Rock, a proud partner of the Dragons and a leader in our community. Thanks for standing with our team.
This Dragons broadcast is brought to you by River Rock Landscaping, where your yard becomes your favorite place to be. From custom designs to turf, irrigation, and outdoor living spaces, they turn ordinary into oasis. Locally owned, proudly Round Rock. Call River Rock Landscaping or visit rrlltx.com to start your dream yard today. From delivery day to every stage of womanhood, Dr. Marco Uribe is here for it all. Born in Laredo, trained at Yale, and trusted in Austin for over 20 years. Whether it's hormone therapy, surgery, or compassionate care, Dr. Uribe delivers more than medicine. He delivers confidence. Moving soon? Let Ostex Moving take the stress off your shoulders. Owned by a proud Round Rock Dragons alum, Ostex is your go-to team for fast, reliable, residential and commercial moves across Texas. From packing to unpacking, we handle it all with expert care and same-day service available. Call Ostex Moving for a free quote today, and go Dragons. Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And we're back with the second half kickoff. This game's been all Dragons leading this one 26-0, and it's a squib kick. Number one tries for it, picks it up. It's muffed by a couple, and he's quickly chopped down. They'll give him forward progress as we're walking around, but it was number one, Ryan Gingrich. They're going to mark him down at the 25, 1st and 10 for the Dragons. And we're going to pause here for a moment for an injury.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes.
And in other action, the Dragons, JV Maroon leading Mustangs 27-8 in the fourth quarter. Handoff off the left tackle.
Number 22.
Tyson Cummings is going to rumble for 10 and another Dragons first down.
Handoff Cummings.
Kicks it off the left, and he's going to be tackled after looks like about a 5-yard gain. And that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 5 for the Dragons.
Cummings comes out for Landon Cayley. I guess 2nd and 4 for the Dragons.
6-yard carry on Cummings. And quarterback keeps that one. McKenzie trying to find the edge, taken down at the 49.
That was a good read by McKenzie right there. He saw that end come off and go straight to the running back, pulled it, and a good block by down the field by number 44. Held up like 3 or 4 Manor players. It's a good football player right there.
7-yard gain and another Dragons first down. Or maybe even as early as tomorrow night, that may just be an Airco first down.
Oh.
Snap underway. Cayley with the carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward for a yard. Not much of an opening. Dropped his shoulder.
Take what you can get. Take what you can get. Cummings back in the game for Cayley.
On Tavares on the end around. He's going to spin out of a tackle, reverse direction, and that's going to be a horse collar tackle.
No flags on the play. It's going to be dragged down from his horse collar by number 15 for Manor.
See, now it's an official. You look, that's a safety valve. You got to flag that every time.
.6:45 and running on the clock.
I'm going to play with the board for a second just to see if the audio is still working. We're trying to pipe in from this some ambient noise from the audience crowd tomorrow night. Back to pass.
Oh, he's going to try to run a double move. Just took too long. Quarterback got a little excited. Will be an incomplete pass and will force the Dragons to punt on 4th and 14.
Zayden Ahmed will come in the punt for the Dragons.
It's really the first drive I've seen them kind of stall out in the game as this Manor defense holds strong.
Zayden Green back to punt. One man deep.
Oh.
Oh.
It looked like that hit a Manor player.
Well, either way, it's going to be 1st and 10 for Manor. Inside the 50, they're going to spot the ball at the 45-yard line.
I don't know. What are the rules on that if somebody gets hit in the box like that? It looked like
It's a live ball.
it looked like it hit a Manor player, so if Round Rock recovers, it's their ball, right?
Yeah, I mean, that would be a muff punt, yeah. It would be, but it wouldn't be enough for a first down.
Oh, that's right, because it would be a turnover, so wouldn't it be an automatic first?
I don't know. I'd have to look that up.
Yeah.
I honestly, I'd have to
That's a very
look that one
niche.
up.
That's a niche thing right there.
I used to know the rules. Then again, I haven't officiated in 17 years. Snap underway. 23 keeps it, puts it up, and 5 with the jump ball.
He's going to come down with it over there. Great catch, number 9.
Tavares on the coverage, covered him well. Just an outstanding jump ball for number 9.
Looks like that's one of the keys to this Manor offense is letting your playmakers go make plays, and they'd struggle with that in the first half especially, but now I feel like they finally figured out just throw it up there and let them go get it.
1st and 10 from the 22-yard line. Handoff goes to number 11, and he's going to slice his way, still on his feet, spins through the first tackle before he's finally tackled by the rest of the Dragon defense. .5:27, clock is running left here in the third quarter. Third quarter brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group. .25 at quarterback, 11 and 14 both in the backfield. This handoff goes to 14, and he's hit immediately. 31, Luke Meyer is the first one who's in there on the tackle.
Followed by Michael Corbin, both of the linebackers. Looked like they tried to run some sort of counter, and it just was not effective against the Dragon defense.
That's another impressive. All the way from the freshmen, all the way up to the varsity team is the offense and defensive line. Defensive line gets a lot more credit, right? Because you get tackles for losses. But even these offensive linemen, the unsung heroes. Back to pass. Ball is up to 9. Great grab. Takes it. And number 10 for the Dragons on the tackle, Lucas Parker, and it's Joel Tavares helped clean it up. That's going to bring up a 4th down, and it looks like, Hank, what does that look like? 2 yards?
2, yeah. No. 3,
Yeah, it looks 2. It looks
2
kind
to
of
3 yard. I don't know. He's
I
on
believe they have to get to the 13-yard line
Yeah.
for the first down. Pass all the way. Ball is up, and it is, great defense.
So he throws that slant pass that we call a hospital ball, and he's feeling it down there. It was a good hit, and then
Ryan Gingrich comes in and knocks the ball, jars the ball out. Receiver is still down. I think that's more of a got the wind knocked out of you type play. Nothing dirty on the play. It was a clean hit. Did a great job.
shoulder right to those hips, right into hips and chest right there. That's what we preach right there. Leave the head out of the hit, and he did everything right.
And we'll be back in a moment.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today.
And he jogs off the field. Clock is stopped at 3 minutes, 48 seconds. All Dragons leading this one 26-0 over Manor. In other action, the JV Maroon Dragons are leading the Manor Mustangs 27-8 in the fourth quarter.
So it looks like that was a turnover on down to the Dragons. Dragons will take the ball at the 15-yard line.
McKenzie, hands off to Cummings. Cummings fights his way forward for about 3, takes it up to the 18-yard line. That's going to bring up a 2nd down and 7 for the Dragons. We mentioned this several times, not a lot of depth on this Manor team. Probably, 28, 29 heads you counted?
Looks like that out there.
On a night that it's still 92 degrees. I believe it says, I've got old man eyes, I believe it said it feels like 97. And not to mention it's the turf, which holds heat all day.
That will be blown dead.
Oh, Cummings had the sideline with a lead blocker. Really had one man, number 9, the beat.
Yeah, false start on the Dragons.
That'll back it up 5. And that'll make it a 3rd down and 12. It's going to move them back to about the 13-yard line. 2nd down and 12. It looks like they need to get to the 25-yard line for a 1st down. McKenzie directing traffic. 44 in motion. I believe that's Camden Lewis. And Camden lead blocking here. And they're going to get just past the original line of scrimmage, making it a 3rd and 9.
The inside hole opened up for him, but I think if he would have looked outside, he did have a wall. They kind of sealed off that wall. If he would have just came out the outside, he would have had some green grass, but still not a bad run at all.
You know, I love doing these games when I know the kids, you know, like Camden Lewis. I've known him since he was a little guy.
Empty backfield. 3 up top, 2 down low.
McKenzie. Oh, he's hit as he throws it, but it's complete.
Kenzie doesn't even go down. He kind of just jogs the hit off.
Cummings was the receiver, and it was, I'm not surprised, number 11 absolutely drilled him. And give some credit to number 11, right? He drilled him hard and then pulled back. He didn't wrap him up and drive him into the ground, which would have brought a roughing the passer. But that's going to bring up a 4th and about 2. And from where they are, that's going to be a definite punt situation.
Oh, never mind. They're going to fake it to number 31, Altmaier. And I believe he got enough. It was a direct snap.
4 yards on the carry. And another Dragon 1st down.
He just hit Manor when they least expected it. And got it done. The 1:04 and ticking on the clock.
Coach Keller, newer coach to Manor, does have a lot of athletes. That's the one thing. Like, Manor is definitely a football school. Lewis in motion. Handoff coming.
Kaylee,
number 3 on the carry.
I say Manor is a football school. They, I believe Tyler Guyton is a offensive tackle for the Cowboys. He got hurt this year, but he was their starter. My junior year, they have, I forgot his name. He was a running back. He's currently the starter at USC. They had a few D linemen go defensive one. Trying to think. I think they had a quarterback go D1. Trying to remember.
Yeah, they've got a lot of dudes. I call them dudes.
Yeah, but that my junior year especially, they were a top team ranked in the state, and so were we. And I think we ended up beating them like 17-7 or 17-0. And that running back was legit. He was a dude. He was about 6'2", 230. Like, we had a really good defensive line that year too. We had one guy go Division II. Ansel went Division I. I believe that was Justin's sophomore year. He was a super soft that year. He's at UTEP right now, and he ran the ball and he was hard to tackle for sure. So Manor is most definitely a football school.
We are now in the fourth quarter. All Dragons in this one, 26-0. As we go to the fourth quarter, it's going to be a 2nd down and 2 for the Dragons from the 36-yard line. Handoff, and he's met immediately. That play was snuffed out. Hit in the backfield. It was Kaylee on the carry.
It's going to make it 3rd and 5 for the Dragons. Loss of 2 on the play.
Ball now on the 33. They need to get to the 38 for a 1st down. Kaylee's the back. McKenzie's still the quarterback. A lot of good hands on this offense right now. Crew Lombardo on the bottom. Camden Lewis. He's going to block. The ball is just high, out of the reach of Antavares.
Looked like he almost got there. Good defensive play by number 14. He was there in coverage the whole time. Had a hand on him the whole time.
And that will bring up a punt situation for the Dragons.
From what we've seen, you can't take these punt situations too lightly because the Dragons might try and run it in for you.
23 back deep for Manor. So what do you think is going to happen at USC? Like, what's going on with Lincoln Riley?
My thoughts on Lincoln Riley are very vindictive. I think he only does well when he has a caliber of a quarterback. And another
direct
fake,
snap. It's a fake.
And he's just going to try to run
and
somebody
he's not going to
over.
get it. He's not going to get it. It's 31. Luke Meyer.
There's a flag
on
in the
carry.
backfield.
He got to the 37. He needed to get to the 38 for the 1st down.
Are they going to call an illegal?
Illegal shift. They're going to decline the penalty. It's a legal shift against the Dragons, declined by Manor. 1st and 10 for Manor. And it'll be interesting. They set that ball on the half-yard line. They will get on him really. Oh, yeah, he's going to make that adjustment. One of the things you'll notice, especially in sub-varsity games, you always try to spot the ball on a hash mark. It just makes it cleaner. It's easier to set your chains, etc. This isn't the pros. where every inch, you know what I mean?
Every inch matters, yeah.
They're gonna move it up or down a couple of inches.
got
It's
it.
the way the game is played.
So they got electronic measurements down there in the NFL. We don't got that.
And I don't mean any disrespect, right? I love these kids, but for a freshman game, you're gonna get the older officials chewing you out really fast if you don't do that. Back to pass. Up to number 11. That's picked off
by number 1.
Gingrich, and he's got around the right end to the 50, to the 40. One man to beat. He's going to slow down, taken down.
And they're going to, I think, there's a flag in the backfield. I think they're going to go ahead and call roughing the passer.
I believe the play will count. They'll just mark it back 15 yards. He took it to the, let's see what they call here.
They're calling it Manor's ball. First down, Manor.
I stand corrected. A personal foul. Now that's going to negate a big interception and run back by Ryan Gingrich.
They say 25 did take a big hit, so
I didn't see the hit.
So he threw it, and then I believe it was number 32 couldn't stop. He threw it and hit him immediately. He couldn't stop himself, and they were face mask to face mask when they went on the ground.
If you put your face mask or helmet anywhere near the helmet, it's automatically.
If it's shoulder or head contact, he wasn't trying to be malicious. It's not.
Yeah.
He helped him up after the play. It's nothing crazy.
25 back to pass, looking to right, rolling right, puts it up, and that's not even close.
And they're going to call that an incomplete pass.
It was 17 on the coverage for the Dragons. That's Charlie Cecil. The intent, he had him well covered. Number 11 was the intended receiver. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense, right? Look at what's going on in Cincinnati in the NFL, right? You lose your quarterback, and the product is not a good product, right? You're watching the Bengals' offense is awful. Nobody wants to go watch a second, third, fourth string. Now, I get it. This is freshmen, but that's where the rules start, and they carry down. It becomes a safety rule. But that's really where these overprotection of quarterbacks come from. Oh, and he's drilled absolutely 25 steps up into the pocket, and it's number 55, I believe, there, Hank.
That was a great pass rush right there.
Julius, is it Sardinetta with the sack? I love it when those big linemen get in there and rough them up.
Say when you're back there covering, especially your D line's getting after them and getting work, it makes covering so much easier, because that quarterback he's thinking about it. It gives you less time for that receiver to get open, less time for everything to happen. Clock is running. 7:50 left in the fourth quarter. Maynard's going to call a timeout here.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And from the Via 313 booth high above Dragons Stadium, Bob Slocum with Hank Oppel bringing you a little freshman Dragons football tonight, as it's been all Dragons 26-0 over the Manor Mustangs. Big day tomorrow, starting at 7:30 in the morning at Lamppost Coffee right near the Round Rock High School campus. Join us for Coffee with Coaches. We'll have 2 juniors being interviewed, as well as the varsity basketball and softball coaches. And then tomorrow, the tailgate party, the Booster Club tailgate party, kicks off at 4:30. A lot of excitement. The Booster Club is really helping build this community and culture that Coach Moore wants.
They're going to call a false start on Manor. It looks like 23, the bottom receiver, jumped off sides.
It's funny because in the interview every week we play it during the pregame. But Coach Moore, you and I, Hank, up in the booth, we talked about trusting the process, right? Trusting the process, trusting the process. And the last 2 weeks, just lights out offense, defense, special teams.
I mean, you hear that from a bunch of the best coaches ever. I mean, Coach Saban, it wasn't worry about the result, worry about how you do it, the process.
Under pressure. Looked like a screen pass, but he had no blockers in front of him.
He had green grass to run, probably only one guy to beat out there, just tipped off his hands.
I think that's because the other 6 or 7 Dragons were in the face of the quarterback. Normally, you pull a couple of linemen out in front of you to block. He had nobody. He had one wide receiver, number 23, pretty deep down the field.
Be 4th and long for Manor, about 4th and 20.
Trips to the left, back, airs it to the right.
2 men.
Double coverage. And that ball is knocked away, and there's a penalty flag.
Late penalty flag.
From literally about 30 yards away.
Wow, they're going to go ahead and call pass interference. I don't know where that was from. I didn't see any real contact on that play.
Well, I'm watching the replay now. Again, YouTube has a 20-second delay. I don't.
They're
saying he pulled them down again. We can't see it close enough to dispute. Regardless, doesn't matter. It's going to be a big gain
because it's an automatic first down, isn't it?
Yes, I don't know the rule. It's no longer where you catch it.
Yeah,
so
just from the spot. It's from where the ball
spot
was placed.
Foul, automatic first down. Yeah. Sorry, from where the ball was, not a spot foul anymore. Back to pass, hands to 14.
Dragged down by number 51.
From behind.
Hannon Riley, son of Coach Riley on this Dragon team.
What's Coach Riley, Coach?
He is our defensive line coach. So I believe he has... We have 2. We have Coach Pugh, I believe, is our interior... No, he's our ends coach, and Coach Riley is the interior defensive line. He played defensive tackle at the University of Southern California.
We talked about that. We haven't talked about that in a long time. We did talk about that the first week, right? The number of coaches that played at the collegiate level, right? And they talk about only 2% of these high school players will go on to play at a D1 level. Back to pass, 25, airs it up. And he's got a jump
up
ball.
And takes it away. Number 9 for Manor. That was a great catch, great throw.
And it was great coverage.
I'll say he was right there. He just went up and got it over top of him.
In the words of our youth, he got mossed.
Maybe your youth. We would call that probably head topping now.
I don't think there was a better football player at doing that than Randy Moss.
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Johnson was amazing as well.
If he played a few more years, he'd be a first ballot Hall of Famer.
I agree. But I tell you, I would take either one.
Oh,
I mean,
100%.
Randy Moss. I would take Calvin because he wasn't a headache in the locker room.
Yeah. But I mean,
Back to pass, ball is up, just out of the reach of number 11, incomplete.
That could have been caught by 2 different receivers, just a little behind the first one, and the second one didn't even know it was coming. And that will make it 26-6 Dragons with 6:45 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And we're back. In other action, JV Maroon now leading Manor 33-8. I don't believe the score. I just got the update on the score. I do not believe it's gone final yet. Interesting to see the stats for Charlie McDonald. It's going to be an interesting quarterback battle next year, right? Jack Oppel's graduating. You'll have Dove Stickler as a senior who did outstanding this week. And you got the Charlie McDonald coming up. And that's a squib kick picked up on the 21. Jigs his way and finally taken down at about the 32-yard line.
I think that next year's quarterback battle is going to be about what kind of offense Coach Tenney wants to run. Because both of them have good arm talent. If I had to, pick one to be a thrower, I'd probably go Charlie. He's just got that big, tall, lanky build, long arms. But Dove has shown that he can run too. He's a little bigger of a body, not as fast, but he can still move. And so it really just depends on what kind of offense Coach Tenney wants to run. If he wants to just leave the quarterback back there and have the offensive line pass block, that's fine. But just really depends on what he wants to do with the football. And he's got two great quarterbacks who would play anywhere else in this district. So that's a good problem to have here, especially at Round Rock. Timeout, Manor.
Absolutely. And keep in mind now, what was it? 18 for 21, 324 yards passing in relief of Jack Oppel.
What's that, 80-something percent? A high 80% or 90% almost?
3 incomplete passes and 21 attempts. That's amazing.
That's really good.
I know Elliott really well.
Mm-hmm.
Think a lot. High character guy. I like Elliott a lot. I don't know I didn't know the younger brothers as well, but I will say, having really watched him for the first time, that's what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You've got two quarterbacks on varsity that have. I think Jack had a 358 a few weeks back against Vista Ridge.
It's just,
and high completion percentage as well.
It's always good, and that means your receivers are making plays too. It's not
your
always
offensive line is
holding
blocking.
them. Yeah, so just Dragon offense just making leaps and bounds.
And Cummings with the carry, and it's going to take. He bounces off the first contact in the backfield, finally taken down back at the line of scrimmage, but they had him for a loss.
I think he got it more than that. I don't think that was a very good spot. Because it looked like he fell forward about a yard or two.
Yeah.
And they're marking him down at the line of scrimmage. I don't think that's a good spot there.
And again, part of these younger freshman games, you have younger officials in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because you want to start grooming them. There is a massive shortage. There is a problem with officials. So you want to get these officials out here, get them their reps.
Play action.
McKenzie rolling to his right, under pressure, it's picked off at the 40, down to 30. He's got a corner, and that's going to be a touchdown for Manor.
No flags on the play, so it will stand.
Number 10 with the interception and return. I believe he took it back. Let me see. I'm going to watch it here. I love this 20-second delay here on YouTube.
30, 40 minutes.
He picked that on the 41. That's a 41-yard pick six for Manor. And that's going to make it a much closer 26-12 with 5:41 left to play. Now, this is one that'll get you, as a coach, will get you going, right? Because, you want to finish.
He just threw that ball behind him. He got a little flustered out there. Good job keeping his eyes down the field. It's just...
And good defense.
So at a certain point, you just got to tuck it and run, get out of bounds. You had another down to play with, so you don't always have to force everything. And that's what they're here for. That's what you're supposed to learn here on these freshman teams and JV teams, so you don't make those mistakes on varsity. And Maynard's going to go for 2 to try to make this a 26-14 game. And he's going to throw the slant. And that's going to be batted down by number 6. Don't have my roster on me.
Oh, I knew that. Crew Lombardo.
Crew Lombardo. Great defense. He did get a good inside release on him, but he was able to make up that distance. And when the ball got there, he was able to hit it out. It's a good job by Dragon defense coming up with that stop. It'll make it 26-12. Your Dragons with 5:41 left in the fourth quarter. We'll be right back.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And we're back. Bob Slocum with Hank Oppel with Game Time Broadcasting, bringing you the Round Rock Dragons versus Manor, freshman Maroon. And here's the kickoff. And it's going to be a squib kick picked up at the 22. Tavares kicks it around the right end, and he's upended at the 35. Finally lands.
There's a flag in the back.
At the 39-yard line. And it looks like he's saying hold. I don't know if... Let's see what the signal is. It was the referee who threw the flag, I believe. Holding against the Dragons. First down. Well, great return by Tavares. Waiting for them to set the ball. They're going to mark it back 5, which, if I'm not mistaken, should... No, they're taking it back 10. They're going to take it back to the 29-yard line. First and 10 for the Dragons. Not a lot of time left here. 5:34 on the clock. 26-12.
Expect the Dragons here to just run the football and drain the clock, because they do have themselves a substantial lead here.
Cayley's the back, out of the pistol. Takes it up the middle.
Looks like he's going to get back to the line of gain, maybe gain a yard or half a yard.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 9, now at the 30. Clock is running, 5:01. McKenzie still in a quarterback. Handoff off the right end. Hit in the backfield, stays on his feet.
He's able to gain 2 to 3 more yards.
Able to drive it. Yeah, it's going to be about 3-yard gain. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. 3rd and 5. Sorry, 3rd and 5. From the 34-yard line.
Clock will drain. We are now at 4 minutes and 11 seconds and ticking here for the Dragons.
It's Lombardo on the bottom. Tavares in the slot. Handoff to Haley.
Drags number 11 with him for 2 to 3-ish yards.
And that's going to send out the punt team for the Dragons.
Who knows? They might fake this one to try and ice the game. Clock is still running. We are now about 3 minutes and 40 seconds and ticking.
It's 4th and 3 right now.
With the way they've been able to gain yards on it, I wouldn't be surprised if number 31, is it Luke?
Meyer.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised they just give it to him and plow through a few defenders.
They got Luke Meyer. You've got Camden Lewis, who plays that either fullback or tight end position.
Looks like they're going to go ahead and take the timeout and drain some clock.
So we'll be back. 3:09 left to play in this one. Dragons leading Manor 26-12.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
All righty, we're back here to wrap up this Round Rock Dragons freshman Maroon leading 26-12 over Manor in a punt formation. They've already run 2 fakes tonight. Not this time. Punt is away. Bounces across the 40, scooped up and
Tackled
chopped
by
down.
the punter, number 1.
Ryan Gingrich. I think this kid's done everything tonight. What a game he's having. I'm going to go ahead, Hank. We need to start doing this for varsity tomorrow night. But I'm going to go ahead. I mean, who are you going to give the
Player of the game?
player of the game? I mean, Cummings has had a great night.
Ontiverse had a pretty good night.
Ontavars has had a great night. Ryan Gingrich, number 1's had a great night.
Allers has had a pretty good night at receiver. He should have 2 receiving touchdowns. They didn't give him one of them.
Luke Meyer, number
Meyer's had a good
31's
night.
had a great night. I think that's what we're going to start tomorrow night for varsity games. At the end of the game, we're going to call a player of the game. And yes, it normally goes to a quarterback, running back, wide receiver. Oh, there's a double pass.
He's in coverage,
20
number 6.
And makes a
Oh,
great
no.
catch over the cornerback. Wow, what a play. It was a double pass. It was a screen pass to 11. He puts it up for number 23.
Number 6 was in coverage. It just didn't turn his head around the ball and just couldn't make the play.
And again, we've talked about this before. The rules are all stacked.
Towards the offensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. You so much as breathe on them, you're going to get called for a foul.
And
Need
they
some
will
new
try
light
to go for
bulbs up
2.
there. Back to pass, under
Oh, my
pressure.
Lord.
And he's going to get the ball away wide open. 23 was wide open again on that play and just overthrew him by a good 6 or 7 yards. Had several of the defensive linemen chasing him down.
So the Dragons will keep a 2-possession lead going almost into the 2-minute warning. 26-18 Dragons. So I say if they get that 2-point conversion, this is a whole new ball game. I mean, they got a chance to go out there and win it.
Wow, 26-18. And, you know, they say it again and again. It's how you finish.
That's how you
You're
finish.
always remembered by how you finish. Doesn't matter how good you are. All the great ones, whether you're an innovator in technology or an athlete, all of the great ones, it's the finish. Right? The argument between who's better in basketball, Jordan or LeBron. Jordan always finished.
6-0. LeBron. I mean, LeBron had
I still-
Wade and
I still think the best quote ever was what Jordan said, "What's game 7?"
that's right. He never did go to a game 7.
All right, I'm exaggerating. Jordan never said it. It was a meme, but I still
Yeah.
think it was funny.
That's something he would say though. Oh,
Oh, onside kick.
but it is recovered by the Dragons by Meyer.
And
Tries to take it back the other way. Gets pushed out around.
it bounced off a Dragon, and Meyer, great play, catching it, getting out of bounds, stopping the clock at 2:40. Not that he needed to stop the clock. I mean, they got out of bounds to prevent the ball from being a turnover. That's going to be 1st and 10 inside the 50 on the Manor 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Dragons. And it goes without saying in a 26-18 game, it's going to be Cummings back in at running back. I would expect him to get the ball about 3 times here. Coming out of the pistol, get him running downhill. Handoff goes Cummings, and he's hit immediately. Number 15 and 74 for Manor. Wrestle him down for a loss of 3, and it's an immediate timeout by the Manor coach. You know, tip the cap to the Manor coaching staff as well here, right? I mean, we praise our coaching staff. They've kept their boys in this game. It was 26-0 until the fourth quarter, and they've come back and have put up 18 unanswered points here. So timeout with 2:32 left to play in the fourth quarter. Dragons 26, Mustangs 18. This place will be thumping tomorrow night. Round Rock coming in off of back-to-back, just absolutely demolished divisional foes. McNeil and then Cedar Ridge.
Dragons are currently 2-1 in 25 6A.
And again, like you were saying last week, right? Top 4 teams are going to make it. I quote Bill Parcells a lot because I read a lot of Bill Parcells, Saban, Belichick, right? And Parcells, who say you have to get to the dance. Mm-hmm. Just got to get into the playoffs. Anything can happen when you get in. Got a lead blocker, number 44, Camden Lewis. It looks like it's going to be Cayley on the carry, and he is stuffed by 15 and driven backwards. Initial contact is made. Let's see what they're going to. Yeah, they're going to take him back a couple of yards.
No timeout is called, so clock will run down.
2:09 and running. If I'm not mistaken, I believe Manor has one more timeout. I thought they burnt one earlier, but I don't remember if that was the second quarter.
Or they should have been using it by now.
I'm assuming they have one left, right? So you hold them here on 4th down, you call the timeout, and then you can go to a hurry-up offense.
And Round Rock will take the timeout to bleed as much as they can from the clock to 1:39.
Tonight's coverage of Round Rock Dragons football is brought to you by Hughes Insurance Group, your local, independent insurance broker. Whether it's auto, home, commercial, or life insurance, Hughes works with dozens of top-rated companies to find you the perfect fit at the best price. No gimmicks, just real coverage tailored to you. Protect what matters most. Call Hughes Insurance Group today and score big.
And we're back here, fourth quarter action. Dragons in a nail-biter now, 26-18 with 1:39 left. It's 3rd and a long, what are we at, about 7 yards, 17 yards?
Looks about
3rd and 17 out of the shotgun.
And play action.
Quarterback keeper, and he is drilled. He had nowhere to run there. Number 74, the first one to get to him. That's going to bring up a 4th and long. Clock is still running. I don't know why you're not burning the timeout here.
See, I don't think they have one.
So they must have burnt the other 2.
I don't think they have one.
So Dragons will run this down as far as they can. if I'm coaching this one, and I did coach at this age group, I'm kicking it. I am not kicking it to the returner. I'm going to just kick it off to the sides. I don't care where it goes out of bounds.
And the Dragons will take a timeout here. Brings it down to 49 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Manor still has a shot in this one.
And we'll be back after this message.
You've never had pizza like this. Via 313, Detroit born, Austin inspired. With cheese to the edges and the sauce on top, you'll wonder if you'll ever be able to eat non-Detroit style pizza ever again. Try it at a Via 313 near you.
And we're back here from the Via 313 booth with Game Time Broadcasting. Bob Slocum, Hank Oppel on the call. 49 seconds on the clock, 26-18. Low snap. Punt is away. They went after the block and did not get it. It's fielded at the 32. Dances his way outside.
He's going to be dragged down by he's still up on his feet.
Oh, he breaks through a couple of tackles.
Oh, ball out.
Fumble. Number 1 with the recovery. He's going the other way to the 30.
He's going to be hawked down by number 11. Wow.
What a play. You had about 5 Dragons in on the tackle, and there you go. Ryan Gingrich gets the...
That was a crazy play right there. It looked like Manor's number 23 was going to break free at one point, and the ball got hit out right into the hands of number 1, Gingrich.
And Gingrich takes it back about 28 yards for a Dragon first down. That should ice the game with 27 seconds left. This is an exciting one. Through the fourth quarter, start of the fourth quarter, it was a runaway 26-0. Manor State fought back, made a game of it.
Now all the Dragons got to do is kneel this one out, assuming that Manor has no timeouts. We think they're out of timeouts. I would have called a timeout earlier if I were them. But
So Ontavares had a 100-yard pick six in this one. Several plays, offense and defense. You had Gingrich has been all over the place. Luke Meyer. I don't even know who I'd give my player of the game to tonight.
I'm going Gingrich, especially with that return right there. I'm going Gingrich, just all over the field tonight, making tackles, making plays. And that's a great win for your freshman Maroon Dragons over a very good, resilient Manor Mustang team, 26-18. We'll see y'all tomorrow night here at Dragon Stadium. You said coffee with coaches at 7:30.
7:30 to 8:30, Lamppost Coffee.
Lamppost Coffee, interviewing a few Round Rock coaches and players. And tomorrow we have the Pink Out game with middle school night and Dragon Tales night. So it's going to be a very fun, packed Friday night for the Dragons.
And the tailgate party. Don't forget the tailgate party. So
free
7.
Food.
Yep, free food.
So, and brisket sandwiches. So if you like food, come out. It'll be a fun district matchup for the Dragons. See if the Dragons can go 3-1 in district.
With Game Time Broadcasting, this is Bob Slocum and Hank Oppel. Thank you for joining us. Click that subscribe button, and we'll see you tomorrow night.